What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 18 Diamond Dynasty video. Of course, it is Friday at the time that I am recording this video, so we did see another roster update, some more position programs, like I said earlier, a Mother's Day equipment item, and stuff like that. Also, set 4 packs came out, but along with that, MLB The Show, MLBTheShowNation.com, they did come out with a blog, an article, releasing some information on some pressing matters. Usually at the end of their blogs, they always have a Q&A, a question and answer from the community that I guess it's kind of indirect questions. They kind of funnel it into like, they just see it a lot, so they kind of like form a question and then they formally respond to it. And this time they had 3 different responses, and they're pretty interesting questions. Of course, they're dealing with career arcs, and which in turn deals with immortals, because we had the new position players come out, such as Francisco Mejia, and of course people always want to know about new content. I mean, it only makes sense, but regarding new career arcs is something that's very popular, a very hot topic in this community, and they did give a little bit more light. So we're gonna look at the new developer Q&A on theShowNation.com in their post today. Question: now that we can complete the first set of career arc programs, when will we see more career arcs to help us finish the immortals in Diamond Dynasty? And they went ahead and responded, here's the game plan. Career arcs will need more position programs. Of course, we all knew that we're gonna have to receive more, but we will roll out, and then those out, and then the second wave of career arcs will follow. Diamond and gold position programs will lead the way in the coming weeks. So we kind of heard that before, but it's a little reassuring. The coming weeks, if you ask me, if I told somebody in like the few weeks, the coming weeks, that I was gonna do something, I would assume that would be, you know, 3-4 weeks tops, because getting beyond that, you're gonna tell somebody months. So if they're telling us honestly, you would hope that these would be out, maybe the new career arcs, you would think like mid-June ish would be a good range. I don't know for sure. If they said coming weeks, if they're a reliable and reputable source and they don't want us to be upset, I think they're gonna kind of aim for like mid-June, because career arcs, they do take some grinding. I have seen some people, and I'm gonna shout out Serenity, man. I'm sure you guys all know him. If you do not, make sure to go ahead and drop him a sub. But he's got a crazy amount of stuff done, but he grinds his game to no end, and props to him. You know, he's made a lot of work grinding, and he's gonna have the immortals very quick. But a lot of people, it is gonna take some time. So I think if they start allowing it like mid-June, at the like early July, that'll be kind of like mid-June to early July will kind of be like the destination that I hope. As hard as it is to say, I hope it's not before that, because they do kind of want to go progressive overall. So if they came out with it like next week, it'll be like, what? You know, it's mid-May. It's like, you guys said these are end game cards, but in that case, we just all be having immortal lineups. But then again, like I said in this in a video I made earlier, we did see a Ted Williams in the files of SDS, so we know there are going to be at least one new immortal, and it would only make sense. Actually, I saw some comment. It said there's going to be 20 plus immortals. I kind of doubt that. We have what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 counting Vlad, 14 calling Ted Williams. So being that there's going to be 6, 7 more on top of Ted Williams, I don't know if that's going to be the case, but we're going to at least see one new one. I don't know when that's going to be. It could be like a World Series thing that's going to come out, but regardless, hopefully around that time. They said the coming weeks, and I gave my opinion. If I said somebody the coming weeks, 3 to 5 would really be kind of like what I would be talking about if I told somebody in the coming weeks. And we do have a couple more minor posts that people kind of care about, I guess. But of course, career arcs, like I said, they're really what people care about. It's insane because, well, I mean, for a good reason, career arcs will then in turn spark the immortals. And who doesn't want a stupidly good 125 everything Babe Ruth, right? But the other stuff that they did talk about, will there be a roster update next week? Yes, but it will focus on transactions and adding new players, not attributes. Look for details about this week's roster update here. So of course I had one this week, but like I said, they will not have roster updates every single week, which I gave my opinion on before. I don't like it. Every single Friday we usually call on at least the roster update, but now we're just gonna have transactions transactions. So let's say Joe Schmo moves from center field to left field, and then we have a new player, Joe Schmo Sr. added into the game. It kind of sucks because we always count on, like, me as a content creator, and you guys, or me too, as MLB The Show community fans, we expect a roster update every single week, so it really sucks when we don't get it. But as long as, like I said, as long as they don't have like 2 weeks in between that they don't have one, at that point it'll be a problem. I'll get upset. But our last thing, are there any plans for another patch? There is another patch currently planned to deploy next week. Thank God. I have not even played this patch just because I heard how terrible it is. I played offline. I've not played online in probably over 2 weeks now. I'm just taking my time. You know, the content I'm able to live with, it's not terrible, but the gameplay right now, I'm just kind of, I'm kind of leaving myself out of it just because I don't prefer it. A lot of people don't really like it. I saw a lot of people playing MLB The Show 16 recently, which I thought was funny, but if you're a developer of MLB The Show, anybody that works there, I hope you saw that. I hope you saw that people were actually playing a 2-year-old game of yours instead of playing the current one, just because they enjoy the gameplay that much more 2 years ago than what it is now. It's kind of sad, but it's cool to see, I guess. MLB The Show 16 is my favorite of all time for many reasons. I'll get into that into another video, but that's just the newest update, you know, career arcs roster update, as well as the next patch. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like down below, and if you guys have any thoughts, any opinions on when you think we're gonna see career arcs, because we all know they did confirm there is gonna be a second wave. We just want to know when. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like down below, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Later guys, comes out.
Love is love and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.